This is Jesus Manuel Menagarza having a little bit of a coffee. I like my Starbucks French roast with a little bit of hazelnut. How do you like your coffee? Everybody's a little bit different, and everybody's different politically too. In this little commentary, I understand I may come off a certain way. I understand. I am an old lefty from the San Francisco Bay Area. You may not be. You may be very conservative, and a lot of RVers are quite conservative. I understand. So if you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, try to be nice to me. Try to be nice. I'd greatly appreciate it. So today we're talking about the future of the RVing industry, an EV future, an electric vehicle future. There's a lot of manufacturers out there like Winnebago and Thor creating EVs based on an electric platform. But those things are way off. Maybe in 2025, 2024, they'll be finally out with something. Who knows? Maybe even 2023 with a little luck, okay? But first of all, we got to create this infrastructure which allows that vehicle to go down the road and be charged, etc., etc. Right now we have a rather robust, excellent quality gas, diesel infrastructure in the United States, where you can go just down the street, practically in most communities, a half a block or two, and you can get fuel for your ICE engine, your internal combustion engine, okay? We don't have that infrastructure currently for an EV. I would like to see that eventually come to happen, okay? So right now, there's a lot of money going to the oil and gas lobby. Right now, money's coming out of your wallet. Yes, it's coming out of your wallet. Everybody's wallet. It comes out, and then it's handed over to the oil and gas lobby in the form of subsidies, okay? Why do we have these oil and gas subsidies for billionaires from Exxon, etc., etc.? It's pretty simple. Exxon paid certain politicians like Joe Manchin, Ted Cruz, to support them and give them these monies, okay? That's how it works. That's how politics, capitalism works. Somebody pays for a service or a product, or that's how it works. So these oil and gas executives said, hey, we got to invest in these people so they can, and we'll get a big return back. We give them millions there and we'll get billions back. Hey, that's an excellent ROI, return on investment. So we live in a capitalist country where money talks and everything else just flitters away and walks, okay? That's the hard, cruel facts. The 1% get extremely, fantastic by our last president. Tax breaks. They get $1 trillion. Hey, here's $1 trillion. I know you're having hard times, billionaires, multi-billionaires. I know you're having hard times. We're going to give you a $1 trillion tax break because we know you support us and you're going to give a little bit back to us. Thank you very much. Did you get a tax break? A little tiny one, a little tiny baby tax break, a little infinitesimal tax break. But these other people got 60% of the tax breaks, okay? Pretty good for just a few folks getting all that money. That's how America works. Capitalism. Somebody has to buy products and services and you got to pay for them. And one of the services a lot of these oil and gas companies pay for are politicians. They give them money, support them in their campaigns, and they get tax breaks and an opportunity to drill in certain areas that were previously not allowed, okay? So I live, again, right atop the Barnett Shelf. Right below me is one of the largest gas reserves in the United States of America. And there's wells 6 blocks that way, a mile that way, 2 miles that way, a few miles that way. There's extraction wells where they frack and they bring up this gas and they sell it to you and me. Of course, I have an all-electric kitchen, so I don't get any of that. So I don't get any of that benefit. So that's what Texas is all about. You talk to Ted Cruz and all the politicians here, they're going, hey, we got to drill, drill, drill. EVs are pathetic. They're not good for you. So I would like, and would you like, that's the question, would you like more common sense? That's a term a lot of right-wing politicians use. Common sense answers. Common sense, as if everybody else is stupid. Okay, common sense answers to our issues regarding the climate. We're having a lot of hurricanes, we're having a lot of fires, we're having a lot of floods, and certain areas around Florida, Louisiana, and along the coast are going to be flooded in the near future. The water levels going up and up as the glaciers and Antarctica and the North Pole melt. Okay. So what do you think of that? Leave your kind and super friendly comments below, abajo. Give me your take on the global changes regarding our atmosphere and our weather conditions. Okay, I've noticed them. I've lived almost 70 years. This year I'm going to turn 70. I've seen a lot of changes in my lifetime. Have you? So, what do we have to do to change our habits and get off the oil pipe? Okay, we have to move towards electric vehicles. A lot of electric vehicles currently get their energy from gas and oil and coal burning plants. They burn the fuel, they turn the little turbines, and that creates electricity that goes down the wire and charges your vehicle. So that's a dirty way of creating energy. So what do we have to move away from? We have to make a dramatic change, and it's all dramatic. I'll be very straightforward. It's not an easy change. We're very cozy right now and going to our little gas station, filling up our diesel and gasoline vehicles, and we're very happy with that, and it's simple. We don't notice the slow change that's taking place in our environment, and how things are going to, for our children and our grandchildren, are going to be appreciably worse. Okay, we don't notice those things. It's almost nebulous to us. Okay, so we have to make a dramatic change. We have to change the way we do business. Every home in the United States should have roofs that have solar. That's my opinion. Every home should have solar panel roofs. Every school should have solar panels on their roof. Every garage should have solar panels on their roof. Wherever available in a equitable way, we should have solar panels, okay? We also have to have wind turbines where it's feasible. I know that's, small wind turbines, small wind turbines require almost hurricane winds to be functional. The bigger ones, don't need as much wind, but we need to have more wind power. Of course, geothermal and other clean sources of energy. I'm not a fan of nuclear, by the way. I think nuclear should go along with coal, oil and gas, other fossil fuels, the fossil fuels, as dirty. And as you can see in Fukushima, it's not it's all not kitties and puppies. Okay, there are repercussions if you have issues with your power plant. Okay, so I would like to see a cleaner future. I would like to see more infrastructure, and it requires an investment. Taking that money away from all those oil and gas barons, and here in Texas and around the United States, that benefit from all these subsidies and tax breaks and high prices. Right now, Exxon is making a hell of a lot of money. Right now because of the Ukraine situation in Ukraine, the war, the invasion by the Russians of Ukraine. So I would like to see an investment in America, solar power, wind power, geothermal, and other sources. Right now, we'll probably have to wean ourselves eventually off of gas and those, but at least there's a plan in place to give people subsidies to have, every home solar powered. Okay? And where do you get these solar panels from? Right now, most of them are made in China. Do you want to buy them from China? Do you want to buy all your solar panels from China? I don't think so. We need to create jobs and create these solar panels. And as solar panels quality goes up, we have the technology to make solar panels. It's just cheap labor. It's all about cheap Chinese labor. pay somebody over a buck, $2 over there to make a solar panel. You don't want to pay somebody here $20 to make a solar panel. We have to bite the bullet. We have to pay people, union people, to create solar panels in the United States. And they can create those jobs in the Rust Belt, here in Texas, in the South, somewhere, and create excellent, well-paying jobs. There's a lot of solar panels to be made. We need a lot of solar panels. There's a lot of jobs making solar panels, the wires, the structures that hold the panels in place, the charge controllers, the batteries. We also need more battery manufacturing capability here to store the energy, or maybe it's going to be just grid tied to certain people. In certain other areas, it's battery-based, battery storage options. So we need to do this in the United States of America. In my personal opinion, your opinion may vary. You may say, hey, I've been watching Fox News and they say this is all a hoax. The global warming thing's a hoax. It's all made up by all those far left lefties, those baby killers. They're idiots. They're just trying to make fools of us. No. It's scientifically proven that our planet is warming, and that the solar cap, the northern cap, the ice is melting, and the water levels are increasing, and it's changing the temperatures of the ocean and changing our climate. More hurricanes in certain region, more forest fires in other region, flooding across the globe. The list goes on and on and on and on. It's horrific. Do you want your child, your grandchild, your great-grandchild to suffer the consequences of your, ignorance and, inaction? Probably not. You love your children. I love my grandchildren. I want them to live a long, happy life. I want them to, enjoy going, to the park, doing some camping, stuff like that. So I would like to see this infrastructure, these wires, this electrical cable going to national parks, state parks, county parks, city parks, everywhere across the nation. And you can plug in at your pedestal and get charged up. Fantastic. That'd be fantastic. When you charge if you're parked at an RV park, you're going to charge up to a certain extent your vehicle, if you have a motorhome, to a certain extent. And then you're just going to leave it parked there, and then you're just going to turn on your refrigerator. Refrigerator is going to be on, your air conditioner is going to be on, and that's just, standard stuff. But you need some super energy to charge your batteries, on your RV, your motorhome, Class A, B, C. But, that requires some significant and very sophisticated infrastructure, not just plugging into 30 amp or 50 amp. It's a little bit more than that, okay? And of course, those can be subsidized. We subsidize billionaires. We subsidize Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos. We subsidize oil and gas companies. Why not subsidize national, state, and public parks, okay? Why not? Why not? We should do that. We should try to divert some of that money going over to all these, polluters and, these billionaires. And I'm talking about serious billionaires. They've got these billionaires are doing okay. And moving it over here. They got plenty of money. They're still going to be able to have their little, parties off the Turkish coast and by invitation only on the yacht. They're still going to be able to do that. We're not stopping them from doing that. Are we stopping them from doing that? No, we're not stopping them from going to space and having their buds up there and charging people $100,000 to just spend 1 minute in orbit. We're not going to stop that, okay? So I would like to see an EV-friendly future. What do you think? Please leave your comments, questions, recommendations. Maybe you have some better ideas than I have. You probably have some brilliant ideas. I know there's a lot of folks out there that are a hell of a lot smarter than me. If you're an electrical engineer, you work with solar panel systems and stuff like that, or solar systems, leave your comments, questions, suggestions below. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Abajo, as I like to say. Muchas gracias. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I would greatly appreciate that also. Gracias. From Fort Worth, Texas, this has been Jesus Manuel Mena Garza talking about our EV future and our past, our dirty past, our oil and gas past. That's, we've done enough pollution already, okay, to damage our planet. We got to make a concerted effort to clean up our planet. But some of you are just going to say, nah, I'd rather not. I have better things to do. Well, I understand human nature. Some people, unless you get punched in the face, you don't lift up an arm, That's how it works for most people. I understand. From Fort Worth, Texas, this has been Jesus Manuel Mena Garza. Gracias. Adios.